Bangor is looking for volunteers to fill 36 committee vacancies.
That's right. Positions range from tree board, downtown parking advisory group, firearms discharge committee, and much more. Each one has different terms, lengths, and varying schedules.
Some meet during the day, others at night. Some meet 2 times a year, others once a month. So there really is something for everyone. The
deadline to apply is September 1st. After that, members of the City Council will go through applications and conduct interviews. City officials say it's a great way to get involved in your community and have your voice heard.
There's a lot of work to do in the city, and the city relies on their volunteer boards to assist with doing a lot of the background work and making recommendations for things that need to change or to get better. The committees really are important to our community.
For detailed information on what each committee does, go to bangormaine.gov/volunteer. That's where you'll find a link to apply. Appointments start in January.